So I saw this simple little problem while scrolling through Facebook after an easy day's work. And I'm now a little bit more relaxed because with good planning, my team is way ahead of the game in our completion. I'm out in the field. You may hear the slight drizzle of the rain, so I hope my voice is clear enough. So having observed what this is saying, the length, the height of the fat cat plus the height to this point of the back of the turtle is 170 centimeters. And now the little baby turtle with the height to the length of the cat's head is 130 centimeters. We're being asked to use this combined information to find the length of here to here, length of the table essentially. And as I look at it, after quick observation, I see that it's a simple problem. Turns out to be a simultaneous equation. What is this? Third form, fourth form, or somewhere thereabout, I guess. But it's a simple problem. So I'm an engineer. I guess we're supposed to know math. In my case, it is supposed to know. All my colleagues are good at math, most of them at least. And I'm going to show us how to solve this problem because, in truth, even though I'm not employed as an educator, I am a trained educator from Jamaica. But I'll tell you about this Jamaican reality at another time. Anyway, this video is about demonstrating how to do this problem. So let's go. All right, as I said, I'm out in the field, so I'm in the vehicle, and I just thought about taking up this little challenge. So I'm going to show us or try to show us all the steps, right? And hopefully I don't jump any steps. I hope the focus is clear enough. So we can say, we see here the cat plus the length minus the little baby turtle is equal to, let me see if I can orient the phone this way. Yeah, I think that's better, right? Is equal to 170 centimeters. That's our first simple equation we get. The second one is that the turtle, hope my writing is clear, hope my penmanship is nice. A lady once tell me that my penmanship is sexy. I hope it is still so. Turtle plus length minus cat is equal to 130 centimeters. So we have our two simple equations, right? But we can use symbols because mathematics is really a representation of symbols and numbers, right? In some relationship value, equations or inequality and so on. So we say let the fat cat be equal to C, the length of our table be equal to L, and our baby turtle, poor little turtle, be equal to small t. From this we can write equations in symbols. So we'll have here C plus L minus T is equal to 170 centimeters, and we call that equation 1, right? Similarly, we can have height of the turtle plus L minus C is equal to 130 centimeters. So what I've done here is that I'm simply writing these equations based on what I've observed in the challenge that was presented, right? So we have two equations, equations 1 and equation 2. Clearly simultaneous equations that we can use the substitution method or the elimination method. I'll approach this problem for us. Yes, you can do it in different ways, as I said, by substitution or by elimination. But what I'm going to do is approach this problem by making C the subject of the formula. All right, so let us do that together. Let us consider, as you notice, from an early time, this is how I learned to do mathematics. Originally, I wasn't good at it, but I discipline myself and I do use a little English to do mathematics. Or putting it another way, I just simply apply reasoning to myself, right? Along with the guidance of good teachers, of course. So I say, considering, I find that writing it out like this, reasoning it out to myself, helps. So considering equation 1, make fat cat the subject of the formula, or the subject of equation 1 if you prefer it, right? So this would imply that, notice I'm going to try to trying to make the value, equate equation 1 to the value of C. So what I obtain here is C is equal to 170. Now when the L crosses the equal sign, here it becomes minus, right? So when L crosses this equal sign, the value of L become minus. And similarly, when T crosses the equal sign, the value becomes positive. So what I've obtained is C is equal to 170 minus L plus T, right? That's the value of C. So now that I've obtained this value of C, I'm able to take it and substitute it into equation 2. Here is equation 2. T plus L minus C is equal to 130. So further, notice I'm using this method of writing out what I'm doing. So further, considering equation 2 now, I'm going to write T plus L. Just use that little mark there that was there before. T plus L. Now notice, this is a point where some persons make mistake, that I have a minus here in front of C. But I'm taking now the obtained value of C. So I'll put a bracket here and write back what I have obtained as the value of C, which is 170 minus L plus T. All right. Is equal to 130. So that would complete the full equation of equation 2 with the value of C. This completes the full equation 2 rewritten with the new value that we have found of C here. All right. So we can do a little tidying up and expansion of that. We get back our T plus L. Of course, we're going to remove this bracket by distributing the minus sign over this. So we get minus 170, right? Plus L, minus minus give you a positive, and minus times T, so to speak, give you a minus T, is equal to 130. Simple way to reduce this is to group the like terms. So on this side, we have T plus L minus 170 plus T plus L minus T is equal to 130. Clearly, just by looking at it, positive T minus T, that is going to go to 0. Right? Again, I'm still using this method. So thus or hence or so then, whatever you want to say, whatever you feel comfortable with. T minus T equals 0. L plus L gives you 2L, right? Minus 170 is equal to 130. All right? Simple problem. So, if you want to continue to speak like that, 2L is equal to 130 plus 170. All right. Clearly, 2L is going to be equal to, what's that, 300. Therefore, if we divide through by 2, so whatever we do to one side of the equation, we have to do it to the other side, of course. So we find that L is equal to 150 centimeters. And that's our answer. Check it for yourself. Use a different method and see if you obtain the same solution. I'm providing the full coverage of the problem here that we can all see it. You can take a snapshot if you want. And maybe I'll post future videos similar to this. All right. Although there are a lot of them on different media, but this is my part of my contribution.